beautiful Spark, and welcome back to another solo episode of Spark TV. I am your humble guide, Danielle Lewis, founder and CEO here at Spark Business. And today I wanted to share a little answer to a question that my beautiful sales coaching client asked me last night. And she said something, and it's so funny. I love it when people ask questions. You know, a lot of people won't ask questions. So I'll kind of just nod and say, oh, yeah, I'll do that. But she said, look, I've heard, she said, you say it in our coaching calls. You've said it on your podcast. I've heard somebody else say it as well. You've got to block out time for sales every day. And she said, that's all well and good. That's great. But what do you actually do in that sales time? And I was like, it's such a good question because, you know, and it's funny, I feel the same way when I watch other people's videos, right? I watch a lot of business, motivational, personal development style videos on YouTube, listen to all the podcasts, and sometimes it is very conceptual. People talk about these concepts, they talk about ideas, and you think, yes, I should do that. That's brilliant. And then you're like, what the fuck do I even do? I don't even know what to do in that time. And so I was kind of glad she asked so that I could actually share a little bit more detail and go a little deeper on this topic because I believe this is a game changer. So yes, I tell people, block out time for sales every day. Put it in your calendar, put an hour in every day or, 30 minutes or I don't know, however long you can, or maybe it's 2 hours, 3 times a day, whatever it looks like for you, however much time you think you want to dedicate to sales is up to you. But sure, when you get that in your calendar and you sit down and it pops up and you're ready for your sales time, what the heck are you supposed to be doing? Now, this answer is different for every person. So this is what I said to her. I said, well, let me tell you what I do. So I know what works for me in my sales process, right? I have been a salesperson for over 20 years. So I've had Scrunch. So I was in corporate sales for a decade as an employee. Then I ran Scrunch for 12 years and I was responsible for the sales. I now obviously still have Scrunch, but then Spark as well. And I am mostly solo in Spark. We have some beautiful VAs and freelancers, but I'm the person responsible for sales. So, excuse me. And as a business owner, you might also be the person who is responsible for sales in your business. So because I have spent so much time dedicated to sales, I have tried and implemented a lot of things. So I know exactly what brings sales into my business. So I have multiple funnels. Let's take Spark as the example. So for Spark, I have a LinkedIn sales funnel. I have a cold outreach sales funnel, and then I have an automated marketing funnel where I drive ads to particular landing pages with free masterclasses, free mini courses, free downloads, and then have email sequences off the back of those. The marketing one, I don't really do anything. I've set them up. I did all of the pre-work and my ads guy manages the ads. So that's pretty hands off. But the cold email and the LinkedIn outreach funnels, I do have quite a hand in. I do also have a VA, which helps me out as well. So here's how it works for me. Let's take the LinkedIn sales funnel as an example. So if you're listening to this, actually, you may have received a cold LinkedIn message from me, and it might have gone something like this. Hey, Stacey. I'm reaching out to amazing female founders just like you to share this new masterclass that we've just published. It's free. If you want the link, let me know. Now, that's a connection request with that message. And yes, it's personalized to their name, but I am sending it to every female founder on the planet. And then the ones who reply, that comes up in my Sales Navigator, LinkedIn Sales Navigator inbox, and I can go in and reply to them. Now, with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can max out your connection requests every week. So you can get like 100 plus depending on how often you've been doing this. Now, the first message in my LinkedIn sales funnel is repeatable. The only thing that changes is the name. So I'm at the stage now where I have my VA do that because they can't mess it up, really. So I've trained them, they do that, it's all good. But my job is to come in and look at the people who have accepted the connection request and or replied and reply to them and deliver on the free value that I said I would deliver on. So in my sales time, every day where I have Danny build the empire time, don't call it sales time because that's boring, call it something fabulous. I have build the empire. I know that I need to go to my Sales Navigator inbox and reply to all of those messages because that's something that's happening on a weekly basis and people are seeing that and replying or at least accepting my connection request on a daily basis. So there's always people in there that I need to respond to. So again, I know what works for me is my LinkedIn sales funnel. So therefore in my daily sales time, that is number one task. Now, my second funnel, the cold outreach funnel, I am reaching out to women in business to talk to them about whether it be a free masterclass or whether it be an upcoming grant round. So say we're in an application month for the Spark Women in Business grants. I want as many women on the planet, women founders on the planet, to know about that, right? So in my daily sales time, I email 50 women in business every day. Now, I have a little bit of help in the sense that I have a VA who's built me the lists, but I'm the one that sits there and sends those 50 emails. Now, I specifically take control of that step because we are obviously at Spark, we've got hundreds of members, so I don't want a member to get that email because that'd be weird, like I didn't know they were already a member. So I look out for names that I know. And I just know people, right? From being in business for over 12 years, I know a lot of women in business. So I don't want them to get a cold outreach email from me because it would feel a bit weird. So I take control of that step. So that means now I have 2 items on my agenda in my sales time. That is my LinkedIn Sales Navigator inbox to look at who has replied or connected with me. I have my 50 cold emails that I want to send out to women in business. And then number 3 is all of my follow-ups. So if anyone has asked for a resource, asked for more information, wants to book a call with me, anything like that, any kind of follow-up, or I'm following up someone, say I'm following up someone that I want to sponsor the Spark Business podcast or what have you, then I'm doing that follow-up time. So when I sit down and I know that I've got my sales time, I don't have to think about what I'm doing in my sales time. And this is what my beautiful coaching client was asking. She's like, yeah, I get that I've got to do it in my calendar every day, but what do I actually do when I sit there? So she said, I find myself spending that time wondering what to do, and starting to think about strategies and think about this and that. So what my advice is this is going to change over time for you. If you're really early in your sales journey, you may just be starting out with experiments for sales and marketing in your business. So if you are, hopefully you've just identified 1 or 2 things that you're trying out. And then the idea is in that sales time, you're working on those 1 or 2 things. For me, my 3 things are my LinkedIn sales replies, my cold outreach emails, and any follow-ups that I need to do. So you want to get to the stage where you know exactly what works for sales in your business. So when you sit down to that designated time, you know exactly what to do and you spend it doing that. So you're not wasting any time and you're not wasting any brain power wondering what to do. I hope that's helpful. I hope that helps provide more detail in what to actually do in your sales time every day. If it doesn't, that's all right, I get it. And you want to have a chat, my email is danielle@sparkbusiness.global. I am always open to chatting with amazing women in business to make sure that, we're being helpful and supporting you on your business journey. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for investing your time in me, in yourself. If no one else tells you today, damn, you are amazing. And I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode.